Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudia and I'm so grateful that you decided to click my video. So I'm gonna start a new series called the Chakra series, where I want to create different yoga classes to help you unblock your energy channels. A chakra is an energy channel and the human body has 7 of those. And the first class is gonna be all about the anahata, or the heart chakra, which is associated with feelings of self-love and empathy for others and compassion, forgiveness. So it's a really important chakra, and it's the middle chakra, the 4th out of the 7. And when we have a balanced heart chakra, it can help us to feel more harmony in the body and to feel more self-love and self-worth, and to acknowledge our own emotions and feel connected to those emotions. And it's so crucial. But let's start finding a nice pillow to sit on and do some meditation, and find yourself in a cross-legged position, grounding your sitting bones into the pillow, resting down the knees. Place the right palm here onto the lower belly and let the left palm find your heart center. And when you get comfortable here, you can start softly closing the eyes, relaxing down the shoulders, and letting the palms just softly rest on the belly and the heart center. Now I want you to start acknowledging how the energy is flowing in and out through the nostrils softly, all the way down into the belly, feeling how that lower belly is inflating with each inhale. Trying to imagine how the light is flowing into the body and how your body is becoming lighter. Feeling the warmth entering in through the nostrils. Letting yourself be present here on the mat, creating the safe space around you. Slowly inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Try to keep the focus on the lower belly as you inflate the lower belly. And now shift the focus to the heart, inflating the chest. Now deflating that belly. Deflating the heart. So you're gonna take turns inhaling, feeling the belly, and then feeling the chest, and exhaling, emptying the belly, emptying the chest, keeping your mind connected to the breath. Inhale, filling up the belly, filling up the chest. Exhale the belly, exhale the chest. Doing 5 more. Three more. Final one. Release the palms. Softly placing the palms onto the knees, facing down to ground the body, or keeping the palms facing the sky to receive more light, to receive more energy. Finding what your body is craving in this moment, either getting that light, getting that new energy, or finding some more peace and calmness in the body. You can keep the eyes closed, taking 2 full breaths. Letting the prana flow in through the nostrils and out through the nostrils. Place the palms at heart center and resting the palms softly against each other as you're grounding down through the sacrum, into the pillow, into the mat. Keeping that prana flowing in and out through the nostrils for 2 more breaths. Now bow down the forehead into the fingertips, setting an intention for your practice. Sending out maybe some positive thoughts to yourself to your loved ones and thanking yourself for taking this time to show up for yourself here on the mat. Now you can let go of the palms and just rest those palms here on the knees for 2 full breaths. Now place the palms into the floor and softly, slowly roll yourself onto the knees. And grab onto that pillow and move it out of the way. And find yourself into that tabletop, moving yourself a bit down towards the back of the mat. You're gonna keep the toes tucked and slowly start walking the palms all the way to the top of the mat as you let the chest melt further down into the ground, resting down a cheek or resting down the forehead. We're gonna stay here for 5 full breaths. Keeping the tailbone tilted. Keeping that pelvis tilted all the way to the sky. The hips are nicely lifted for 2 more breaths. Now slowly start walking the palms all the way back, lifting the chest, lifting the forehead, coming back into that tabletop position, making sure that the wrist and the shoulders are nicely stacked and that the hips and the knees are stacked as well. Keep the toes tucked and extend out the right leg with an inhale, squeeze the right glute. And as you exhale, round into the spine, tuck the tailbone under and push that knee all the way into the chest, curling into the spine. We're gonna stay for 2 full breaths, letting the chin come down to the chest. Final breath. And exhale, letting go of the knee. Extend out the left leg with an inhale, squeeze the left glute. And exhale, rounding the spine, pushing the knee all the way into the chest and letting that chin come down into the chest for 2 full breaths. Exhale, letting the knee come back down into the mat. Let the forearms come into the floor and extend out 1 leg at a time. And sink the pelvis, the hips, the thighs, down into the ground, finding that Sphinx posture, keeping the fingers extended. Extend out the feet, gaze to the top of the mat. Gently squeeze into the glutes and use the elbows to push away the ground to open up the chest for 2 full breaths. Exhale, lower down that chest, move the elbows out to the sides. And place the palms underneath the shoulders. Keep looking to the top of the mat. Push away the mat with the palm as you open up the chest. And let the elbows come closer together, tucking the rib cage. Inhale, push. Exhale down in that cobra. Let's go 3 more. Slowly inhale, push. Opening up that chest. Exhale down, push as you inhale, down, exhale, press away, inhale, exhale. Let's do 1 more, and exhale down. Very nice. Release the palms away and interlace them here onto the lower back. Now on your next inhale, you're gonna keep pressing into the ground with the feet and use the pressure of the knuckles interlacing to open the chest and removing the chest from the floor. Inhale, push into the ground, opening up the chest. This time staying here for 4 full breaths. You can even begin letting the feet be removed from the ground. Extend the toes, squeeze the glutes, lift the feet all the way to the sky. Push those knuckles. 3 more breaths. Pushing the shoulder blades even closer together. And exhale, letting the chest come back down into the ground. Place the palms underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale as you push into the ground, lifting yourself into that high plank, and lift the hips all the way into the sky, walking your dog, bending one knee at a time for 3 breaths, all the way down into the belly, out through the mouth. Letting go. Very nice. Finding stillness in that downward dog, maybe even trying to come all the way down onto the heels, getting heaviness in the heels. Lift the right leg with an inhale, pushing that foot all the way to the sky. And exhale, curl the right knee into the chest and place the right foot between the palms. Lift the torso all the way up, reaching the palms to the sky. As you inhale, extend the front leg. And exhale, bend the front leg and cactus those arms behind you. Inhale, extend the leg, extend the arms. Exhale, cactus, pushing the elbows further back. Inhale, extend. Let's do 3 more. Really extend the fingertips to engage the shoulders. Reaching as far as they can go. Tucking the tailbone slightly under to engage the core. For more stable high lunge, 1 more. Very nice. Fold over the chest and the torso. Frame the foot and step all the way back with that right leg and lift the hips into the downward dog. Inhale, reach the right foot to the sky. Bend the right leg and place the foot down beside you. Sink down the hips. Squeeze into the glutes with an inhale, lifting the chest to the sky. Letting the right palm come all the way behind you. And exhale, look to the top of the mat. Place down the palm, place down the foot, come back into that high plank, lower down the hips, inhale. Exhale, lift the hips to the sky in the downward dog. Inhale as you lift the left foot. Exhale, curl the knee into the chest and step the foot between the palms, staying onto the high point of the back foot. Lift the chest, extend the palms to the sky and extend the front leg as you inhale. Exhale, sink down into the front leg and cactus those arms. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Pushing the shoulder blades all the way to the back of the mat. Inhale. Cactus. Let's do 3 more. And exhale, sinking deeper down into that front leg. Now we're gonna frame the foot, letting the torso fold down and step back with the left foot, finding that high plank. Inhale. Lift the hips as you exhale, coming into that downward dog. Lift the left leg with an inhale. Bend the left knee and place the foot down the side, letting the hips sink into the ground. Squeeze the glutes with a nice big inhale, opening up the chest to the sky, letting the left palm come all the way behind you to the top of the mat. Take another deep breath. And exhale, look to the top of the mat. Place down the left palm, place down the left foot, rolling yourself back into that high plank. Inhale. And exhale, lift the hips all the way to the sky. Finding that downward dog. Now on your next inhale, I want you to roll the hips forward and roll the shoulders forward, finding back into that high plank. Exhale, allowing yourself to sink all the way down into the mat, bending those elbows, coming all the way onto the belly. Bend into both knees, making sure that the knees are pointing down to the back of the mat. Wrap around the ankles with the palms. And keep the chest lifted away from the ground as you squeeze into the glutes. Lift away the thighs from the mat. Push the shoulder blades closer together to further open up the chest. Squeeze those glutes all the way to the top, letting that back side work, taking 2 full breaths. And exhale, letting go. Very nice. Now place the palms at the corners of the mat, and with an inhale, press into the ground, lifting the chest all the way to the sky, getting a beautiful back bend. Inhale. And exhale, bend into those elbows, allowing the chest to sink down into the ground. Inhale, push away the floor. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. Beautiful, bendy back, open chest. Connecting with that heart chakra. And exhale all the way back down. Now we're gonna roll ourselves all the way onto the back. So let the right palm come over to the left side to let yourself find your way onto the back. And once you find yourself here onto the back, connect down the spine by tucking the tailbone slightly under, and let the palms come down the sides, facing the sky. We're gonna stay for 3 full breaths, just reconnecting the body here with the ground and keeping our chest open up to the sky, receiving some more energy. Filling up the belly and emptying the belly slowly, softly. 2 more breaths. Very good. Now bend into the elbows and start shifting the weight of the body into the elbows to lift that torso. Press into the mat. Find yourself onto your sitting bones, moving the sitting bones a bit closer to the top of the mat. Reach the palms to the sky with an inhale. Exhale, hinging from the hips, folding the chest over the thighs in that forward fold. Letting the crown of the head be heavy, rounding into the spine for 2 full breaths. Inhale as you reach the palms back to the sky. And exhale, place the palms down the sides next to the hips, and the fingertips are facing the sides of the mat. Root into the heels, squeeze into the glutes with an inhale, opening up the chest, lifting the pelvis all the way to the sky. We're gonna stay for 2 full breaths in our reverse plank. And exhale, sink down the sitting bones back into the ground. Very nice, a beautiful heart opening posture. Now move yourself a bit closer here to the back of the mat and roll yourself all the way back down onto the back. Keep the knees bent and hip width apart. Press into the floor with the palms. Inhale as you squeeze the glutes to lift away the hips, and move the shoulder blades closer to each other underneath the back. Wrapping the palms together, interlacing the fingers, using those elbows to press into the ground, supporting you here in the glute bridge. Now shift the weight of the body over to the right foot. Really extend the right toes out, grounding that right foot. Lift away the left foot and extend the foot all the way to the sky. Taking 2 full breaths. Keeping that chest widely open. Exhale, letting the left foot come back down into the ground. Spreading the left toes all the way out, rooting into the left foot and moving the right foot away from the ground. Extend the right leg, extend the right foot, squeezing into the glutes, really using those elbows here in your glute bridge. And exhale, coming all the way back down. Very nice. You can release the palms and release down the hips, letting your sacrum, your pelvis sink back into the ground, grounding the spine into the floor, taking 2 full breaths, keeping the knees bent. Begin to press the knees into the chest, wrap around the opposite elbows, letting those forearms come all the way around the shins, and keep your lower back painted into the ground, rooting down the whole spine, getting a nice roundness here into that spine for 2 full breaths. Letting go as you exhale, allow the feet to come back into the ground, keeping them hip width apart. Now you can slowly start shimmying the feet together so that the feet are meeting each other here in the middle. And you can let the knees come out to the side, rest down the palms onto the inner thighs. And moving the shoulder blades closer together underneath the back, opening up the chest to the sky. We're gonna stay here for 7 full breaths. Breathing into the chest, lifting the chest to the sky. And all the way down as you exhale. Keeping those elbows tightly into the ground to help you open up the chest. 3 more breaths. And exhale, letting go of those shoulder blades, letting the shoulder blades find that neutral position, pushing them a bit further out to the sides of the mat, and slowly using the palms to guide the knees together. Let the feet come back into the ground and extend out the legs. And you can let the palms face the sky. Staying soft here in the elbows, staying soft in the shoulders, letting the back ground into the mat. Feeling the earth underneath the thighs, the calves, the heels. Keeping the eyes closed. Staying here for as long as you need to. Reconnecting with earth. Staying light in the body. And now you can stay here for as long as you need to, taking all the time that you need to connect with the body, with the breath, and with the mind and your spirit. I am so grateful that you decided to click my video. I am so happy that you took the time out of your day to share your energy here with me. And I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!